So, hi everyone, I thought I'd give you guys an update on the Hisense portable AC unit. I originally posted this back in May. I've actually been able to use it a little bit more now that summer has arrived. And it comes with a basic remote control and everything that you need to use the unit. It includes the hose and these little felt covers for the windowsill, the vent that attaches to the hose to vent it out a window, and the vent cover that attaches to the back of the unit itself. The front of the unit is very basic. It has a simple LCD display screen, and this was basically a little video that I took showing you guys once I took it out of the box, just trying to figure out how everything worked. That was my attempt to show you how strong it was, but it didn't quite work. The only con that I found about this system is that it doesn't have an oscillating feature, so there's a little lever on the front that you have to move back and forth. And it has a cool feature, which is the AC, a dry, which basically I guess is kind of like a dehumidifier function, where it takes the moisture out of the air, and a fan feature. And again, this was just me trying to figure out what all the buttons did when I took it out of the box. And the fan feature works fairly well. It has a high and a low setting. When you initially turn it on to the cool setting, it's initially on high, so it is quite powerful. But you can adjust it to fit your needs. I have used it, as I mentioned, for a little bit, and I really did like it. It cooled my bedroom in no time flat. And it does take a time to cool down. This was just to show you what it looked like when you attach it to a window. And I forgot to mention originally that it actually has a screen that you can clean that may accumulate dust like on the side of the unit. And I actually found another hatch that you can access for the back of the unit, on the back of the unit under the handle. So I imagine that you can probably that is removable, so you can take it off and clean it, and you could probably gently vacuum the back or dust the back of the unit as well to take off any large particles of dust and stuff that might collect on it. You will have to drain the unit, and draining may vary depending on how often you use it or how long you use it. You just have to kind of remove the little cap unscrews, and then you pull out the plunger, and then you just go ahead and you tilt the unit to drain. So stay tuned. So hi everybody, as I mentioned, I want to give you guys an update on the Hisense portable AC unit. So for those of you that didn't see the original video, I actually was fortunate enough to be sent a PR sample for review and testing purposes from one of the testing communities that I'm a part of. So thanks to the community and the brand for that this was kind of exciting. I'm not sure if my microphone will pick it up. I actually have the AC unit on, and as you can see, my background is slightly flapping. But it works really, really well. There is a error function that I forgot to mention, so I will add that in right here. So stay tuned. So this is the error function I forgot to mention, and it states E5. So according to the back, the little plaque, it states that E5 basically means that there is too much water accumulated in the unit. I had someone leave me a notice on my original video saying that they had that issue. I'm not sure if it was just a particular set of AC units that may have come out defective, or if it was something completely different. So stay tuned. So I'm back. All in all, I can say that I do like the AC unit. You will need to be careful with the exhaust hose because it is plastic, so you may not want to leave that anywhere near a heat source or be a little too rough with it. So far so good. I haven't had any issues with it. It basically crunches back down or folds back down or collapses back down, however you want to say it, easily, and you can stand it up in a corner. I like the AC unit because it's small and it has wheels, so you can roll it around. You can roll it into a corner when you're not using it. Again, you will have to excuse me, you will have to drain the unit every so often. That may vary depending on your usage. I tried to drain it today after 2 days of usage just to see how much water it collected, and it didn't have any water really in there for me to drain. You will have to drain it into a excuse me, a shallow dish, or if you can, take it outside just to drain it. Excuse me, you can. You will need to remove, as I showed in the previous video, you will need to remove the little drain cap and the little plunger that's there, and then tilt the unit backwards. And draining may vary again depending on how much water is in there, but all in all, it's a nice little unit and it works very, very well. As far as I can tell, I haven't really had any issues with it. The only con I found a couple cons. Well, the major one is that the remote isn't really backlit, so it's kind of hard to read if you're in a dimly lit room. And it also has a function button that the AC unit doesn't have. This particular AC unit doesn't have a swing function, which would basically be like the oscillating function of the little vents in the front. So that's why it has a small tab that you have to manually adjust to set your airflow. But the remote has the swing function, which is basically a dead button. It's basically like for decoration. The timer works really well. It works in like hour intervals. I'll have to consult the owner's manual and just to remember how many hours it goes up to. But I tried it one day for an hour, and you just set the timer function, because it says timer, and then it comes up on the LCD screen of the unit itself. And then you just go ahead and set it for an hour or 2 hours or whatever the duration is. And then once that time is up, it shuts down. Depending on how long you have it on, cooling down time may vary as well. Even when it does shut off, it may still kind of sound like it's gurgling a little bit, because I guess the internal portions of the AC unit have to slowly cool down, or kind of however the function is that it needs to kind of start to shut down. But all in all, it works really well. I was very happy with it. It has, as I mentioned, a high and a low setting, and it has a cool function, a dry function, which is again like a dehumidifier function, and a fan feature. So you can use it any of those ways. So as far as I know, sorry, from my research and from actually seeing it in store, it's only available at Lowe's or Lowes.com at this point. I actually posted a Instagram picture months ago or weeks ago, one day, that I saw the AC unit at my local Lowe's. So pricing at this time, the last time that I checked, was $319. It was that price in store and online. I'm not sure if that price will change due to any specials or anything like that, but the links are in the description below, and I hope everybody has a good day. Bye.